Around this time last year, PUBG was on its way to becoming the most played game on Steam, and in January 2018, it did, the highest player count being 3,200,000 concurrent players. But here we are 6 months later, and that player count is now cut in half, and it's dropping more by the day. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I think this is happening, and why personally I quit playing PUBG. Even just a couple months ago, I was a pretty big PUBG fan, or at least that was my preferred choice of game for the battle royale genre. To start everything off, I think one of the major things with PUBG that, yeah, I'm gonna say it, and I'm sorry I have to say this, but one thing that PUBG doesn't do that Fortnite does, and what I think is kind of killing PUBG ever so steadily, is the lack of content. Now, up until I forget when the second map came out, it was either late 2017, early 2018. They really only had one map for a couple months, and same with the second. They dropped the second map, and then they only had that one for about 5 months. And then they released the new map, which personally I think it's shit, but you know, that's up to debate. With only 3 maps and not really any other type of playstyle, they don't really add too many game modes. They do like little game modes here and there that are sometimes weekly, sometimes not. I guess what makes it okay for a game like Fortnite to only have like one map or like at most 4 or 5 different game modes is that game's free. PUBG is $30, and I'm going to keep bringing that up because I think that's a pretty valid point for PUBG and why it's dying and why its competition is beating it out. I don't even really think the game was worth $30, but I think the $30 price tag is what really steers a lot of people away, and what is kind of killing it steadily is, if you look at Fortnite, I'm going to have to bring it up over and over, so sorry about that, but Fortnite, free, they keep adding content weekly, they're adding new game modes, they're updating the map. PUBG, not so much. They don't really add a whole lot, and they haven't added a whole lot. It comes in, they have these like 3 gig to 5 gig updates all the time. Really all it is cosmetics. And this is another point, these cosmetics you have to pay for. A few months ago, PUBG added in a skin system. They've always had a crate system for, or at least I think so, for a long time. More recently, now you have to pay $2 and whatever so cents for a crate, kind of like what CSGO was. You grind out to get those BP, and then you spend it on crates, and you have to spend real money on it, which is just terrible system. I don't know why they would add that in, but that's just one of the problems they have with microtransactions. And then they also added in a battle pass system exactly like Fortnite. So you can level up and stuff, and you can unlock certain gear here and there and XP. But again, the game is $30, and then they add a $10 battle pass like thing on top of it. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. When you have a free game and then you have cosmetics that cost money, that's understandable, they have to make money some way. But if you're paying $30 for a freaking game and you're not getting that much content in the first place, and then you have to pay on top of that to just get things that should be with the game itself and should be free to earn, it really turns people away, and that turned me away. That's a big reason why I kind of quit playing, because I'm one of those people, if I play a game, I want to be rewarded. If I'm grinding it out to get these points, to get crates, and then I have to pay for the crate, or I have to pay $10 for this battle pass thing so I can rank up faster and unlock cosmetics, it kind of defeats the purpose, and I just don't think it's worth the money. On top of that, PUBG has always had a really bad cheating problem. I believe they banned like 1 million players back in January, I believe. There still is a cheating problem. I mean, it's like every game, but PUBG got hit really, really hard, and that kind of drove a lot of people away. Again, the competition being Fortnite, of course. Around the time when PUBG starts to go in the red is when Fortnite went up. Fortnite's kind of doing everything right. They're adding weekly content, they're constantly updating the game, it's free to play, and I think a problem with PUBG, it's only on PC and Xbox. Fortnite's pretty much everywhere, even though it has the compatibility issues. You can't, Switch players can't play with PS4 players, but it's easy accessible, and PUBG is not. PUBG is a really hard game to run. Even with optimization updates, it's gotten better. It's still a difficult game to run. Fortnite is like Minecraft 2. It's pretty easy to run. Almost anyone can play it anywhere, and that really helps them out. Plus, weekly updates, they're constantly fixing issues. PUBG, they take forever to fix issues, and in most cases, they don't. And that's kind of what happened to H1. They didn't fix things people wanted them to fix. They added more content and cosmetics, but people didn't want that. They wanted the game to work. That's gonna wrap it up for this. Let me know if you still play PUBG, I guess, or why you don't, or why you never did. If you haven't already, turn on notifications. That helps out a lot because, you know, YouTube doesn't like showing videos in sub boxes, you know, the basic function of a subscription. Thank you all for watching, and peace.